Hi, this is Jeffrey Kurt Financial Group, and today is Wednesday, June 5, 2024. I came across some interesting statistics regarding the stock market and specifically the S&P 500. So far this year, 2024, 5 months in that we've got 24 new all-time highs for the S&P 500. And also, as the headlines told us, the Dow Jones Industrial Average crossed 40,000 for the first time. It's of course pulled back a little bit. So, the looking into the details a little bit more, though, once again we're finding kind of the mirror image of 2023 with the Magnificent Seven, although this time it looks like five stocks. Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Google, and of course, the all-star NVIDIA. So these five have been driving or responsible for almost all of the S&P 500's gains, and the 495 remaining stocks of the S&P 500 are a little changed up a couple percent. Also, when you look out across the major averages, the Dow is up less than 3%. The Russell up 1.6%. The Nasdaq is up 14. Of course, the Nasdaq and the S&P have these five stocks. The Russell doesn't, and in the Dow, it's got Apple and Microsoft, and Apple's really hasn't contributed that much. It's kind of unchanged, up a little bit for the year. So once again, the S&P 500 being driven and the Nasdaq being driven by five stocks, four stocks, and the rest of the market's really not performing as the headlines and what the excitement is all about. Now, two other things just to point out and conclude: the transportation average is actually down on the year, down over 5%. And that sometimes is a leading looked at as a leading economic indicator that if stuff's not moving around and being transported, that's a sign of maybe a slowing economy. Utilities, I think, is interesting. It's up over 6%, and that's been driven by data centers and the AI boom. So, which I think is kind of interesting on the utilities. Normally, just that it's a dividend yield typical situation, but actually up 6%, which is beating the Dow and the Russell. So thank you for listening. Please keep the comments and questions coming, and we'll talk to you on Friday. Thank you. Goodbye.